Hello. Okay, well, I'm sort of getting a little bit better from being sick, so I'm sorry that I took so long to get to February, but I'm going to try to see if I can start it here a little bit. So this is the February page from our Floribunda book, and this is the February picture. So, what I was thinking about doing here is, let's start here maybe with like one of these flowers. Now remember, if you're following in the journal, if you want to pick a color of something that you like, we can go through here and say, okay, well, what colors do we think we want to do them in? And I was looking at this one just now and I thought, well, maybe this one would be good. So in this case we need yellow ochre. This was canary yellow. This was yellowed orange, and we highlighted it with some scarlet lake and maybe even some Tuscan red. So I was thinking maybe we could just do a nice yellow flower in there, okay? So pull out your colors and I will do the same thing and we'll get started. Okay, so I've got the colors out here that we're going to use. So we're going to start with the, let's start with the canary yellow, okay? Let's see, I'll get a little closer here. Alright, so we'll start with the canary yellow. And what we're going to do is let's just put the yellow in first as the base. Okay. Just like so. Okay. Okay. Then the next one we're going to use is we're going to grab onto the yellow ochre. The yellow ochre, and then let's put it towards the base here and feather it up, like lightly feather it up to gradually bring the color up to the top. But don't go all the way up, just feather it in, you know what I mean? Okay. Okay. Alright. Okay, so then now we want to take our next color, which is going to be, now we could change these, maybe in another one. I'm just using the same ones just because I'm trying to teach you the shading colors, but we could use different colors of oranges, which I probably will. I'll probably use new sets of colors in here. But anyway, so let's take the, this is the yellowed orange, and we're going to put that right in the base. And just bring it out like that. Some places you can bring it even deeper if you want, you know, depending on how you feel. And then now we're going to take Scarlet Lake, and the Scarlet Lake, you just want a little, you don't want too much. And just sort of, same thing, feather it up in the areas. Like in here, because it's against another petal, you might want to put maybe a little in here. Just to jazz it up a bit. Okay, there we go. Okay. And then, remember me, I like to always have, if you put a little bit more darker down there, you're going to get a little bit more extreme look, a little bit more drama. So let's take that Scarlet Lake, or no, this is Tuscan Red. And with the Tuscan Red, remember that Tuscan Red that I showed you, which was the PC 937. You're going to put that just in various little areas, wherever you feel looks good. Okay? Alright, so you just do that and do that same exact technique all the way around all these flowers. Okay? So I'll be back when that's done and you work on that part. Okay? Have fun! Alright, so I just sort of did the same thing you did with just the colors, the same way I showed you right here. I just did the same thing all around the edges. And when you first start a picture, you know, and you think, oh, it doesn't really look that great, you got to remember that everything all will play in together, and it's going to look just fine. So what we're going to do now is let's do the inside. So I was thinking for the inside, let's try these three colors, okay, which is yellow chartreuse, the Prussian green, and spring green. So if you need the numbers, it's 1004, 109, and 913. Okay, and I am going to put these in my journal just because it's kind of my way of doing it. If you want to make your journal, just do the same thing, because these are new colors that I haven't shown you before. So you just make a little circle like this and just say, okay, here's the circle like this, and then you write down the color, which is, I'm just going to put what is it, 1004, 1004. Okay, and then I'm going to try this one here, which was the spring green. So the spring green, I'm not going to take all the details here, but I know what I'm going to do. So put spring green right here, which is 913, 913. I'll just write it, spring green. And I know sometimes you think, oh, it's too much work to do it, to get it good, but it isn't really when you're putting your journal together. So then you're going to take this next one, which was that Prussian green, and just put it there, and then just put, what's the number? PC 109. So I'm going to put 109 Prussian. Okay, so that I will remember that is an interesting little combination. So we will close the book, and so let's start. So let's start with the yellow chartreuse. And what we're going to do now, just don't fill in the middle. Just go all around the outside, but leave the middle light. So we have a little highlight in the middle. Okay, and then we're going to take the spring green and just sort of sprinkle it around these edges to give it a little color, kind of like zigzag fashion almost. See, just sort of like a little zigzag. And then we're going to put in the Prussian green on the edges here to give it a little. Now I'm doing little lines like this so that they kind of bring the lines in like little rays, like little flower stems or whatever, like little pokies. Little pokies. Alright, and then just, okay, so now we got the middle of that flower and good to go. So now what we're going to do is let's work on another flower, and we'll try some, let's work on this one here. Let's work on this one. This one, we'll work on this one right here, okay? So let's get going on that one. Alright, so I wanted to bring out some new colors here, and what I was thinking about, this is a blush pink. I already made the thing in the journal for you so that you'll get that started, and I'll show you that's kind of how my process is. So we have, we're going to put it, we have your blush pink, which is 978, which is your blush pink. Then we have 929, which is going to be your regular pink, 929. And then we're going to have our hot pink, which is 993. And then processed red, which is 994. And I put it all down here in the book and kind of give an idea. And then I'm going to do a highlight over the whole thing with the yellow to make something really cool happen, okay? So let's go try that out over here on this color, on this flower right here, okay? So the first thing we want to do is, remember, I'm teaching you how to start always with the lightest color first. So we're going to take the blush pink and fill it in with the blush pink, but don't go all the way to the top. Okay. Just nice and lightly. You could put a little darker down here if you want. Just go up on the petals. Like this. Okay. Okay, looks like there's a little up in here too, just a little bit up inside there. Alright, so that's one flower. We'll just do one. Okay. Well, here, I might as well. Let's just do this one too. Okay, and we're going to go up here. Okay. And then we're going to just keep doing that, feathering it up. Just feathering it up nicely. Okay. And then follow along the way that the flower goes though, you know, like if this one's kind of bending around a little bit, bend that one around a little bit. Okay. Now this one's bending over, so because that little tip is bending over, it's still going to need color, but we need a little bit more of a highlight. So just do very little just on the end. Maybe a little bit on this end, just a touch. Okay. I'm going to go up here. Up. Okay. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay. So now let's grab the this one here, which is your regular pink, which is the 929, and then let's see if we can leave a little streak, because I was just thinking, I don't know, it just came to me. So let's put it in like this, but maybe more, I'm thinking maybe more lines instead of filling the whole shading in. Put more so it has like little vein type things in there. Gives it a little bit more interest than just filling in the flower, you know what I mean? So just like this. Down in here. Okay. Okay, see what I mean? So it has a little bit of lines and a little bit more definition to it, so it's not quite so filled in and boring, I guess. Now let's take the processed red, all right, and with the processed red, kind of do the same thing, but maybe go on the outside, like if you have a line there, go on one side of it, so you can still see both colors. Like that, make it really pretty. Okay. Come up like this. Okay, it's kind of darker in here because that's the bottom of this flower. Okay. And keep, like, since that was a line going that way, we might as well Depends on how your lines came out, but just, you know, just give it a little bit of like a stripey effect, sort of. So the flower petal's not so boring. We're gonna make it a little bit more. We're gonna jazz it up, man. Jazz it up. Okay, so it's darker in here, so we gotta get down in the depths here. Okay, so just follow along. You could totally do this. Just color it in, and then feather it up with some lines. Until you're happy with. Just until you're happy with it. If, like this one over here looks a little, well, it's okay because we're gonna fill it in. So, okay. So there we go. Now let's take our canary yellow, okay? And watch what happens, how cool this is. When you put the canary yellow, just put that canary yellow right over the whole thing. See, it automatically changes the whole color of it. I mean, you don't have to do that. You can just leave it pink. You can add lighter pink on it if you want, but this is just what I decided to do. On this one. Okay. There you go. Oh, looks nice, huh? Now, let's try let's grab a white. I'm looking for my white. Take a white. If I can find my white. Here's a white. And let's take some white and let's just put some on the tips and bring it down. See if the white does anything. Doesn't really do a whole lot, but it'll give it a little bit of highlight. Put a little white on the tip. Just to blend it in a little. There you go. It just smooths it out a little. Okay. Alright. So there we have that. And since we have these colors already out, let's just go to these colors to do this little base. So let's take that chartreuse, the yellow that we were using before, that same yellow chartreuse, and then let's fill in the base with that. I already had the colors out, so it was easy. Just like this. Okay. Then let's take the, this was the spring green, and we're going to put some spring green in here. Okay. It's close enough for you? Yes, it is. Okay, so let's put some more spring green in here. Okay. Okay. Don't go all the way to the top because you want the yellows to peek through. Okay. And then we're going to take the Prussian green, which is that the 109 that we were using, and let's just give it its little bit of a just like that. Give it a nice little. Now I'm doing kind of the same things with the lines just to make it so it's not so full, just to give it a little bit more character. So I'm just sort of shading, but yet as I feather up, I kind of make a little line coming up. This gives it a little bit more. Gives it a little bit more character. Okay, now in this one, I'm almost thinking we need to add one more. I don't know if there's. I was thinking maybe put a little bit of a darker green down here. If I can find one here without looking. All right, this here is a dark green, okay, which is 908. So if we put a little bit, just a little bit, not a whole lot, take a little bit of that dark green and just add a little bit of that dark green just down here. Very little, just. See the difference though, how it really brings it out a little bit more when you do light, medium, dark, and then darkest. Sometimes I'll even do a little darker, but this one doesn't need it. So, okay, so that's looking pretty good, pretty spiffy. All right, so now we need to figure out what flower we want to do next. I don't know what this is. This is like a I don't know, some sort of a leaf. I'm wondering if I want to do that in blue. I don't know. Let's see. That looks like a, I don't know, let's try it. Maybe we'll do these in some blues, huh? So let's grab okay, we'll start with a powder blue. So grab a powder blue and let's try an electric blue. These are the colors, powder blue and electric blue. And let's see if we have, what about ultramarine blue? What is this one? Yeah, ultramarine blue. And let's see how that goes. I might want to add maybe some purple in here too. So we'll find out. Let's play along with it. So, what we're going to do here, let's see, just this, now, it looks like there's a little bit, we can make a little highlight in here. So let's try to just do the sides of here, leave a little bit of that a little lighter as you're filling it in, just so it has a little highlight in the bottom of it. Okay, fill it in with your powder blue, but like you see how I didn't, like right in here I left it open. See what I mean? See what I mean? How just leave that part a little bit like that. Okay, and then just kind of work the color around. Oh, I have to line it out for you to see the rest of that. Here, let me move it down. Okay, so let's try here. Okay, follow it all the way down. Now it looks like it comes down through here too, so we gotta get in there and get in there. Okay. In here we should still do, we got to do powder blue too, but just on the bottom, leave that tip white. Okay. Now let's take the next color, which is the electric blue, and let's start from down here. Okay, and start making your shading. Okay. I'm just doing one side of it and leaving one side of it kind of not shaded. Over like in here, and then going around the bottom. Okay. Now when you get to this part here, let's see. Let's just do the same thing, only closer to the edge and a little harder, so you could see the color, and maybe lightly feather the color out to the middle, just lightly, very lightly. Let's feather it out. that, see? Really lightly, and then darker towards the bottom. Now under here is a shade. So because it's a shady, we want to kind of make it look like it's a shade under here. So make it a little bit, feather it out though, don't just feather the color out like that. Okay, and then now up here, I think it's still going to need a little bit more. We need some blue here. So let's put some blue there. And then we'll put some in here as well. Okay. Alright. That looks good, right? Alright, so now we're going to take and do some accenting with the ultramarine blue. So again, let's start down here. I'm going to have to widen out a little. Alright, so let's start down here. And with the ultramarine blue, let's just get this coming up, sort of feather that up. And this one's down here a little bit. And then we got here. Okay. And then for me, I always have to turn my work around because it's just how I color. And then we're going to have to take this here. Now just bring the color, feather it as you come down. What I mean by feather is just like push harder and then like lightly just sprinkle the color on. I guess I don't know how to word it, but just, and then just do the line. Just do the line. Okay. And then the same thing, because this is a shadow under here, and we want to bring Simba, shh, my dog, a little black Pomeranian, and she barks if she hears mailmen outside, or good little guard dog for me anyways. Okay, so now Simba, shh. Okay, now I'm just sort of, this is a little tricky, you guys, and I know that. You just have to work with your pencil and just feather it out until you're happy with it. But it's always easier to make it lighter, and then you can always put in some darks later. But just you could totally do it. Don't worry about it. Just do a nice job. Now take your here, and I'm just outlining that black, the black, you know, the outside of this line with the blue to give it a little bit more, you know, accent instead of the black line. I'd rather have a nice blue one. Okay. So, alright, so there we go. So we got that one done, huh? Alright, now we're going to have to, there's a lot of greens in this one. I'm going to really switch up the greens, I think, in here. We're going to do a lot of different greens, and things that should be green I might make purple, so I never know. I never know what I'm going to do. So, alright, well, let's move on. You know what, I'm wondering, oh, this is the stem to this one. Okay, so let's get some colors together here and figure out what we want to do. Now, I could see that this is like a leaf, right? So we could figure out, okay, what kind of colors that we want to do. We've already used these enough, and I think we need to bring in some different colors. So one way you could do that is go to our journal, and remember that the other flower that we did with that on Floribunda. Let's see, did I put it in here? I might not have put it in here. I didn't put it in here. See, that's why I always like to put in I always like to keep my journal. This is my old one. Okay, so alright, well, I'll just make a new one. Okay. So let me get some colors together. I'm going to pop this off for a minute and I'll be right back. Okay, so what I did is I just tried a couple of things here, and I came up with these colors I thought would be good. So it's yellow ochre, okay, the PC942, and then pale sage, which is PC1089, and then the next one would be lime peel, PC1005, and then we got Prussian green, PC101 or 109. And then we have the Espresso 1099. Okay, so I'm going to now, let's go and do this beautiful little leaf right here. Okay, so I'm going to have to, let's see, probably pull out a little bit here, and then maybe, let's see here, go in a little bit for you. I don't want to be too far so you can't see. Okay, there you go. All right, so what we're going to do is let's start off on the tip over here with the yellow ochre, or ochre, I don't know how to say it, and just feather it down, bring it and just whip like in wisps, just like that, like in little wisps. Follow the line of the leaf though. Okay, follow the line of leaf, and then bring it down, and then let's see, yeah, that's fine. And I'm wondering if we want a little highlight in here. We can always add it. All right, so now let's take the pale sage, and with the pale sage, start from up here and just whisper it down, and leave some white. That's okay, because it gives it little highlights in the leaf. Okay, let's whisper it down in there. Okay, maybe want to go a little further even. Just bring it in. Okay, and this stem, it's okay, just do the same thing, because I'm going to do the same thing anyways down here. So just, if you want, just go all, you can take that pale sage and put it all the way down the stem. I know you can't see it on the camera, but just bring it all the way down that stem. Okay, so now let's take the lime peel, and with the lime peel, this time we're going to start from up here, because this is where your light, we want your light up here, and then we want to bring the dark up towards it. So let's take the lime peel, same technique, just the colors up, leave some lines, leave some whites. Okay. If you think maybe you want some more green in here, you could obviously do that. Just play around with it until you're happy with how you think that looks. Alright, then let's take the next one, which is going to be the Prussian green. And let's do the same thing. Only not so high. Like, see how I kind of went harder on the line here and on here too. You could do the same here if you want. If you want to add a little bit more oomph to it. Like that. Yeah. Because there's so many different leaves in here, I really want to keep a, we're going to have to use a variety of different techniques and colors so that each leaf doesn't look the same. Okay, so let's take now, we're going to take the Espresso, okay, and let's just darken up the bottom. Gotta have that drama. And then bring that one around. Okay. Okay. Looks good. Now I'm wondering if this is a little too light in here. If maybe we want to bring a little of that. Let's take some of this artichoke, a little bit more artichoke, and just, you know, you play around with it, and if you don't like it, you just kind of, like I say, it's always better to start off lighter, and then you can always go back in. It's okay anyways, because now you got more layers. So now I'm just kind of going over it. I thought it was a little bit too light, so I just put that down. Okay, looks a little bit better, huh? Just have to play with it a little bit, you know. I'm putting the lime peel thing even all the way down here, just to blend up the color. A little bit. Okay, looking a little bit better there. I'm wondering if I'm looking for a blender here. I'm wondering if a blender will can't find anything. Since I was sick, my daughters were in here and messed around with all my stuff, and it's hard for me to find something. Oh well. Okay, well, nope, can't find a blender. Oh, here's a blender over here. Okay, so let's try. I'm wondering if if we take a blender and blend that whole thing. Yeah, just take the blender and just blend it so it's all together. Looks good. Okay, good. Now I'm wondering if, I'm always wondering, right? Do I want to add any blue to there? Because you can, you know, you don't have to always just leave it one color. We could take a little bit of a, let's just say, what was that, powder blue we were using? Let me just try it on a small spot and see. Yeah, see, take a little bit of that powder blue if you want, and even just sprinkle it in a couple places. Just to give it some oomph. I'll throw some powder blue in there. Okay. Alright, that one looks good. I'm going to leave this part light just because it stands out a little bit more. And then we got to take the pale sage and bring it all the way down. Okay, so now we've got that going here. And maybe the Prussian green just a little bit here, and maybe on one side only of that stem, just one side only. Yeah, that looks good. See, so it gave it a little, so it almost looks like the highlight is there. Okay, do you like that? All right, good, 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 very good. I'm just going to try something here. I want to see if I want to add a little canary yellow to here and see. Yeah, I'm just putting a little canary yellow at the tip. This is canary yellow that we were using before. Just on the tip a little bit, just to green up, not all the way, just to green it up a little. Okay, okay, good. All right, now let's see, what do we want to work on next? There's a lot of leaves in here. How about, oh, this one's kind of a crazy flower, huh? You want to do a nice pink? Okay, we'll do this one down here. This is a crazy flower, huh? we'll do this one in a nice, I'm thinking pinks because, or, well, you want to do it pink or blue? I wish you guys could talk to me. Talk to me. I'm going to pick pink because it looks like a chrysanthemum flower. So, alright, let me get the colors together for that and I'll be right back. Okay, so I think that the colors that will be really good for this one are going to be blush pink, which is $9.29. Then we got hot pink, a regular pink, sorry, which is $9.29. Then we have here, which is going to be the hot pink, $9.93. Then let's use some magenta. That's processed red. Hold on. Magenta, which is right here. This is the magenta, which is $9.30. Then we're going to use some Crimson Lake, okay, process, and then we're going to use processed red. But I also think I'm going to throw in some blue, and I'm looking for the blue right now, and I want to put in, I'm looking for hold on, I think we're going to put in some, let's do some non-photo blue. I'll show you why later, but let's put in I'm just guessing here, but let's see, 919 non-photo blue. Okay, and I think I'm just going to add a little bit of it, maybe like this in here. I only add it looks pretty, if I might do that. So, okay, so that's going to be for this flower here. And they actually have names down here for the flowers, but I've been so sick I just don't have time to really look them up, but I'm not sure what it is. But it doesn't even matter because I wouldn't color it unless I'm really trying to do like a lifelike thing. I wouldn't color what it's supposed to be anyways. I just pick something that I think I want to feel like coloring, and then that's what I do. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is let's start off by taking this blush pink, the 928 color, okay? And I'm wondering if do I want to leave the middles light or the tips light. Let's leave the, let's start, I can't think here. Let's do the, let's just do from the bottom, it's easier for right now. Okay, so start from the bottom in our normal extreme coloring fashion. Okay, and take all these little petals. And it's okay if you leave little white streaks in them. Don't worry about that. Just put the color in. You see how I didn't even color them all, I just sort of left some light streaks. Okay. And then I think I may make that ball a different color, so I'm not sure yet. I'm not going to color that in. So just go up here. There's a lot of petals on this little guy. That's okay. So just fill them in. Lightly go up here. Okay. You know, I mean, I've never colored this picture before. I've never even looked at anyone else's of how they did theirs before. I just went by what color I wanted. And like, it's the same thing with you. If you wanted this to be blue, it's all the same. Just pick colors in that family. Just pick 4. Light, medium, dark, and darkest. And then if you want some sort of an accent color. Okay, so I want to make sure, because there's a lot of little stragglers over here. Like, see, this one has a lot of detail in it because these are so small. Just do the best you can, you know. Okay. There. Alright. Forget can always go back. I forget stuff all the time. Here's one over here, a little straggler. And then, let's see, did I forget any over here? Okay, that's good. It's pretty good. Okay, now the next color we're going to grab is just the pink one. Okay, which is the 929 color. And we're going to start at the base in our normal fashion and bring the colors up and out. It's like I just did exercise class. Up and out. Blow in, blow out. Yes. Okay. It's a wispy flower anyway, so keep it wispy. Okay. Okay. The reason I'm not doing the middle yet is because I might make it a different color. I think I might want it to stand out a little. So I'll probably make it like one of these, like this color right there. Or you can make yours blue. Like I said, it's all how you want to make it, you know. These are just kind of colors I'm picking. I'm in the mood to do. Sometimes I'll do the whole scheme all in purples. Or who knows. Sorry, I'm still a little sick, so I'm sniffling. I'm sorry. Okay, so this is the hot pink now. Now with the hot pink, we're gonna same thing, but just stay more towards the bottoms. Okay. And then we're gonna and you don't even have to do it on every one. Just pick a few selected petals, just, you know, like that. Okay, and back in here it looks like there are some that I don't want to forget because they're hanging chads over here. Okay. Okay, that's groovy. Maybe a little bit in here. I think I forgot one. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay, now the next one is going to be process red. Your process red color. And we're going to do the same thing. Start, but just don't go all the way up because these ones, this gets a little, we don't want it to be too purpley. But this one gives a dramatic effect like this. If you take it and go right along that black line like that, you see it just creates a little bit more. So on some of them, just sort of follow the line, the black line little, as it comes out. You can have a lot more fun when you're using this color for this particular flower, because it's not all about shading. You're actually adding dimension. Like if you think this petal wasn't standing out enough, you know, or you want more in here, you know, or maybe under here, you know, just add your colors like that. Maybe over here. Okay. See how it's starting to come along? Really pretty, huh? This is so much fun. I hope you're having fun. I hope you're learning something from me. It's my main thing. Okay. Maybe over here it could use a little bit more accent, right? Kind of looking a little lonely over here. Kind of balancing out, you know. Like in here could use this little something, but there's another color that's going to go underneath there. So you just play, take your time with each petal. Okay, and then we're going to take yet another color. This is the this is magenta, and we're going to take magenta, all right, and just go across, and maybe go just kind of throw it in there a little bit. It's not really it's more of an accent color because it just adds another little piece of layering to this pretty little flower. So I'll throw that in there. And let's see, just play around, like maybe you want to add, maybe you want this one up here to stand out a little more. So you can color that whole thing magenta if you want, this little one here. And there's a couple other little ones in here. Another one in here. And if you want them to stand out, you just gotta, there's a lot to look for. This one's really detailed, so it's a little bit more tricky, but still fun. Try to find maybe all the little ones and maybe do those. Oh, sorry, I hit my skip on my ad. Okay. I'm watching play YouTube videos in the back there with other people that are coloring, because last time when I picked my own songs, I would sometimes get dinged for, I don't know, copyright stuff, and then they took my videos off. So now I know that these ones are safe. I just use these. Okay, so let's see, what is this under here? This looks like, I think I'm just gonna make this dark because I really don't know. I'll make this dark too, and just, okay, let's see, I think that's part of that. Okay, alright, this one's a little tricky because there's so many little tendrils coming out. Okay, now we're going to take the final color here, which is Crimson Lake. And we're going to use this as just our dark color in here. It's more of a red, and we want to just to make stuff pop out, you know, give it that extreme 3D kind of look. It just adds depth that we want, the drama. But see, I didn't really put it in that many places. Didn't really need to. Just well, that one wound up filling in the whole thing, but that's okay. With a picture like this, it all flows together anyways. But you still need to worry about each individual petal and each individual piece that you're coloring so that it all looks perfectamundo. Alright, now I'm going to take this blue, this non-photo blue, and I'm just going to add some in the tips in some spots, just because I think it makes a little bit interest to the flower. If you want, you can add like a really light lilac or a purple or whatever color you want. I just picked this one. Now you couldn't put green on top of there because it would be really muddy. You could add the yellow chartreuse to it because it's got yellow, so yellow and red would make a purple. But if you use a real green, it'd make it really muddy. You gotta kind of learn the color wheel just a little bit. Okay. That looks good. So in the middle, I think I will go ahead and do a yellow. So let's put a canary yellow in the middle. Right here. Canary yellow in the middle. And then let's grab a yellowed orange. And we'll put some of that in here at the bottom. Okay, and then we're going to add a, I think, let's take scarlet, like a scarlet lake. It's a little darker, not the same, and just maybe go up in there, some of that like that. Okay, doesn't look bad, looks pretty good. Okay. Now, we have to do all these weird little tendrils here. And I'm wondering if I want to use the same color concept or change it up. And you'd have to look at your picture too and say, well, do I want to change it up? And if we do, I would go with purples. So, I'm thinking, should we go with purples? What the heck? Let's go with some purples. Alright, so let me get some purples out. Alrighty, so I think if you look here, for those weird little tendrils, these are the colors that you got to pull out, okay? This one is going to be your lavender, alright, which is your 934, your lavender. Then the next one we're going to put in is going to be lilac, which is 956. Then we're going to pull in hot pink, which is 993. Then we're going to grab our mulberry, which is 995. Okay, then let's do some dark purple for accent color, 931, or dark shading color. And then non-photo blue, which is 919. And we're going to put some yellow in there, our canary yellow. Okay? Okay. So, that away, and let's finish. I mean, we could have did these all in yellow. We could have even done them in green, but since there's so much green in the leaves, I didn't think that the green would be good. And so I figured purple might be a good choice. So that's kind of how I think about how to do my colors, because you guys always ask, how do I think about it? I don't know, it's just kind of process of elimination. Like, if you think of everything in groups of colors, you know, you have oranges, you have blues, greens, purples, you know. Alright, so let's start with the lavender color, and let's just kind of base it in lightly. Just base it in. Make sure you go underneath the flower too, because it's going underneath the other flower. The little cup thing. And again, don't go all the way to the top. Maybe on some of them you can, like I just did on that one, just for keep things a little different. Like this one too, just, and I'm making also, this one I just decided I'm just pushing it a little harder, just to make it stand out a little bit more. And we're going to be doing that because I could see this one already. This is kind of like a crazy octopus type thing. So I've never colored this type of flower before, so. Pretty color though, huh? It's like lipstick, like a really nice soft lipstick color, huh? Okay. Go down in here. Around. Yeah, I'm glad we chose the purple. It's going to be good. Okay. Remember, go to the Facebook page when you guys are done so I could see yours. I'd love to see it, or message me with it. These ones make my eyes go a little batty. Hope you're having a good day or night today. Trying to feel a little better. At least I'm out of bed for a while. Can only do it for a couple hours at a time and then I go back in, but feeling a little more strength. I'm drinking right now. I have warm water. I got this special water that everyone's talking about that says it heals people really fast. It's ionized, really high alkaline, high pH water, and the pH of this water is 9.5, and it acts different, I guess, on your body and makes it's a lot more. They say as ionized, it's as if like when you get it fresh out of a glacier, it's perfect. But when they put it in a bottle and it sits there, then all that good stuff the power of it goes away. So it's like it's almost like, oh shoot, sorry about that. My news station came on. It's almost like as if they take a lightning sort of and then hit the water with it, and so it's like powerful water, so it's really expensive though. It cost me, it's $20 for a pack of 6, I think. Yeah, for a pack of 6. They're bigger bottles, but see, this is the size of them. This is what it's called. It's called Essence, and it's got this, see where it says ionized water on it? But it's really, it tastes great. I have no problem with the taste. They say that people that have various medical issues and things like that, fibromyalgia, which I have, and just different things, especially like for liver. I have liver problems, so it's supposed to really boost your immune system, all kinds of things. So I got some of that. I just got it on Amazon. Alright, so we're going to look this up. There we go. See now, this middle part looks like it's part of the air, so I'm not going to fill that in. Because then, maybe if you did by mistake it wouldn't matter, but today I really need this coloring day. Believe you me. So thank you for watching me. Don't forget to like my channel, okay? And give me likes, or if you have any comments, put a little comment in. Because I read them and it makes me happy. Okay, so let's here. Also, today's the month of February, and I don't know if you know this or not, but I do have another company, and I run it's a national, it's a gift basket and flower chocolate delivery company. So I can hand deliver flowers, gift baskets, wine baskets, gourmet baskets, whatever it is you need. And I could hand deliver it the same day to any city in the United States. And just in case you're interested, the site is called gift, and then it's got a little dash, and then basket, and a little dash, connection.com. And all you got to do is select your gift. You don't even have to call anybody. You just select the gift that you want, and then put in the delivery address, and then just the system will take you through the whole ordering process and stuff. But it's easy, and I have thousands and thousands of beautiful things to choose from. So I was too tired, sick or whatever, to put up a whole bunch of Valentine's Day stuff, but it doesn't matter. As soon as you click it, you'll go to the Valentine's page and you'll see all the stuff. Just saying. Okay, so this goes here. Everybody knows somebody that you may want to send flowers to or a gift to from time to time, so please think of me if you do. My son also has a company called Justin's Chocolate Shop, and he specializes just in nothing but chocolate gifts. Really awesome chocolate gifts. So that's justinschocolateShop.com. Okay. I'm not here to, believe me, I'm not here just to sell you anything. This is what I do. I just realized that today's February, and then I'm supposed to be working on Mother's Day right now, because I always have to work a month ahead. But I got so sick I didn't do anything with February at all. But it doesn't matter. My site's been there for over 20 years, so I'm very, very lucky that way. Hold on, I gotta turn that ad off. Okay. Yeah, I'm very lucky that way. Okay. I don't actually make the baskets or anything myself. I have a network that I built up over the 25 years of florists and gift basket companies and chocolatiers, things like that, that are in every single city in the United States, you know, over the years. So I only use the good ones too, through process of elimination, you know. It's like, because a lot of my actor friends and stuff use me all the time, and they would recommend really, really good florists and people like that I could connect with. All right, now what's this? See, these are air. That's why that is remaining white, because that's the flowers don't go in that part. That's why I didn't color that part. Okay. All right, we can always come back and fix that up later. So now I'm going to grab another color. We're going to grab the lilac. And with the lilac, kind of the same thing, only we're going to darken it up a little bit. And do it with lines though, because you want to leave, I guess, what are the word for it? Striations, I guess? Just, you know, put it in loosely, and just so that it looks wispy. The flower looks natural. It's not all colored the exact same way. Nice already, huh? Okay. You don't really need to put it like every single where, just, you know. I see it needs to be in here. Maybe one in here I missed a little. Okay, don't worry about it because we're going to keep playing with this one until we get it perfected. This is another one that has a lot of detail in it, so I broke that up a little bit there because it was too clogged up with the same color, so I just made a couple a little darker. Okay. Okay. All right. Now let's take the next color, which is going to be mulberry. And with the mulberry, we have to find the beginnings of where they are and just kind of see it. Now here I went over the black line. You're just gonna have to play with this until you feel you're comfortable. You're just basically throwing in some more color to add depth and to also keep the darkness underneath this, because so that this flower will stand out because it's under this flower, if you know what I mean. See? Just play around with this color. Once in a while, pull your head back at it, like stop for a minute and then like pull your head back and look at it, and you'll see, okay, well maybe I need some more darker in here, or, you know, you just kind of have to play around. But you're an artist now, so you know how to do it. Alright? No problem, you got this. You totally got this. Proud of you for undertaking this flower, because this one's not easy. So don't give up. I mean, and it doesn't matter. Just look at it as each, instead of get scared and say, oh, there's so many, just look at each little thing and just do it the same way we always do it. You know, there's no reason to be worried about it just because it looks not scary, what's the word, intimidating, but it isn't. Okay, now in here I think we need some. So yeah, maybe possibly in here. Up in here. Up in here. Okay. Where else in here? Don't be afraid to like give it its own, like go over some of those black lines to give it its own individual definition. That makes it look really good when you do that. Like, see, just go all the way up on some. This is kind of like if you're coloring when we're doing hair, you have to do stuff like that. You know, hair is I hope I showed you in that last video. It's not as hard as you think. But it's the same. This kind of reminds me of doing hair. Playing with it. Just keep playing with it until okay. That's pretty good. Alright. I mean, you can go on and just play as long as you want until you're happy. I just darken that little area. See how it made it a little bit more pronounced? Do this one too. What the heck, right? Okay. Kind of outline a few of them actually, because it makes it look, it keeps the single leaves, or yeah, I guess petals, leaves, whatever, separate, a bit more standing out. And here's a little clump, so it might be good to do that here so that some of them don't get lost. Okay, I'll just stop for now. I mean, I could do that forever. So, all right. So now let's take our dark purple, and with the dark purple, we got to go in and find really dark spots where you really want to emphasize the depthness, so that it looks like it's sitting underneath this other thing that we did here, the bud part, or whatever, the cup, I guess. And I'm just doing the same thing. If I went over like that, big deal. Like that, I did, but it looks like there's just another little flower behind it the way that these are made, so it makes it easy. Underneath here. This one's a little tricky, so don't get frustrated with it. Just play with it. Not gonna lie, this is, I mean, it's not, I'm just saying it's tricky. I'm not saying like it's hard or anything. But it's not as easy as just doing one little rose petal or something. There's a lot to this one. It's okay. We're so good now. You got confidence, right? Okay. Just follow along. You can do it. You can totally do it. Maybe a little in here. In here it's looking a little weak. I'm going to add a little just along the side. See, I didn't fill the whole thing in. I just put it along the side of it. That way it also gives it a highlight, because whatever's under there, the darker will bring out that lighter part. Coming out pretty good, huh? Hope you're happy with it. Okay, maybe I'll put a little in here on the side. Okay. Then over here, I think. Alright, so it's going to be like this. Okay. Coming together, huh? See how that, it really brings out that, the detail when you're putting on that dark one. So just keep playing until it's something that you're happy with, and just take your time, and the whole thing is to have fun. So just have fun, right? I've been so sick lately that for me, I really need to color. But I just still feel a little dizzy, so sitting here feels a little weird, but I still got it. Okay, so we're gonna come up here. Alright, and then take that one. I'll just mess around. Again, like I said, I could probably mess around with this for a long time if I wanted. Well, I just went over that one. It shouldn't be there, so I'll just fix it by going like that. Okay. Alright, I think I'm just going to stop there. I'm going to stop there on this one, because this doesn't need maybe a little in there. Maybe a little in here too, whatever, what the heck. Okay. Pull your head back and then just look at it and say, alright, what do you think you could see? Lights and darks and stuff. Alright, so let's just finish it off. Just take your non-photo blue. Well, I need a sip of my lemon tea. Okay, and we're gonna just throw the blue in on the, like, the tippy tips that we didn't do, and bring it down, or wherever you want to do it. But I know that there's tips up here that I see that I left white, so I'm just putting the blue in there wherever I left the extra whites. And if you didn't leave a lot of white, that's okay. Just throw some blue over it and it'll give a layering effect, which is cool. The blue will still show up. Okay. Okay. See, even that's not the tip, I just thought maybe a little blue inside here would be nice, so I just threw it in there. I think I forgot a little one over here, so I'm just going to fill it in blue because it comes up over that side. A lot of these little suckers. It's worth it though, because when this is done and it's on your wall and you're hanging on it and you're looking at it and you go, oh man, so pretty. Because it all fits together once we do all the flowers, you know. So I just throw it in kind of anywhere, but mainly I'm just putting mine on the tips because I had left my tips white. Hopefully you do too, so that the blue really shows up. Now, think about it. If we were to add yellow on here, what would happen? Yellow and blue make green, so they would turn some of this green. And so, since there's so many leaves, we wouldn't want to put yellow on here. But the blue and the red make a purple. So the purple is why, I mean the yellow blue is why it's why I chose the blue. Because it'll accent, if anything, any of these colors. It still looks pretty, but it accents. Okay, so we're going to put that in here. I'm going to have to just make this part 1 because it's kind of a long video, so. This will be it for this video, and then I'll put up another one. Okay. Okay, there we go. So just play around with it until you're happy with it. Okay, so that is the end here of part 1 for January. Yay! I mean February, which we're really late in doing, but you know the reasons. So, and if you want to play around, you can add any other colors, just mess around and have fun with it. Okay, and I'm going to work on putting this video up, and then I'll be back to color some more. So thank you very much for hanging out with me. See you later. Well, I was just shutting down this video here and telling you that this was going to be the end of video 1, but I don't know how far it went because I looked up and the little battery light was blinking. So and unfortunately, but anyway, you saw exactly how I did everything on this one. Okay, if you have any questions, you could just ask me about it, but I pretty much am sure. I'll go back and look at it and find out how much you didn't get, but either way, so this is it. This is how much we have so far. Okay, and I'm going to end this in video 1. And then I'll be setting up right now for video 2. But thank you very much for following me. Leave your likes and your comments, okay? Thank you. Bye-bye.